What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first episode of Geeky Guys Gaming. I'm your host, Geeky Jace, and this is my co-host.
Geeky Drew, aka Metronome Mew.
He's a little bit shy. And to start off the channel, we're going to go ahead and do a Master Builder Monday. What that essentially is Drew and I are going to pick 3 Pokemon each, and we'll build a team each week. And on Friday, we will examine the team's weaknesses and strengths, and give you our synopsis on what we think we could have, done a little bit better. If you guys want to comment some sets for Pokemon, or go ahead and or post. I can't talk right now. Go ahead. No, it's fine. Go ahead and post them. We will select a couple we like, and we'll show you some love on the channel as well as a shout out. All right, let's get to the team building. Right, we got up right now is Mega Venusaur, right?
Young Vena.
I chose Venusaur because I like Venusaur a lot. We were actually debating this for a while. I was gonna run Ferrothorn and Charizard, but then we were like, no, because that makes us extremely weak to rocks, and it almost makes us have to have a defogger. It's almost a necessary thing to keep a defogger because Charizard eats at ×4 weakness to rocks, and it's bad. It's just bad. There's no good. Drew, is there any good to that?
It's just you're gonna have a bad day.
You're going to have a bad day. So we decided to go with Mega Venusaur, and the other Pokemon we decided to pair with it was Arcanine. Now, and I don't know if you know this, but Arcanine is extremely, extremely versatile. Drew opened my eyes to the amazingness of Arcanine, and now I want to put Arcanine on everything. And I know Shady's done some Slam Puppies and stuff like that, but I mean, you have not seen true destruction until you've seen a Balkanine. And that's what the coin phrase is. It's a Balkanine. It wants to eat. I mean, it does so many things,
It wants to switch in on earthquakes.
It wants to put the weakness policy on and switch into earthquakes, and then morning sun it right back up. I mean, it wants to hop out there and catch people with a fire blast if it's mixed, or catch people with a flare blitz. And nothing really takes a flare blitz good. I mean, water Pokemon do. But, I mean, they still have a bad time, So it's just such a great Pokemon. But anyway, I'm going to get back to Venusaur before I go on my Arcanine fanboying. But Venusaur is such a great Pokemon because we wanted something. When we had Ferrothorn in there, Ferrothorn's job was to be bulky, right? But, like I said, Charizard was weak to rocks, so we decided not to. But Venusaur gives us that bulk while still maintaining the package of, it's Doomy. I mean, it's got Giga Drain. Our set's probably running Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, HP Fire, and I mean that's an all-encompassing package. It hits everything, and nothing really wants to deal with it. I mean, and it also lets us deal with our my absolute hated rival, which is Azumarill. Azumarill is a pain in the butt. Belly Drum set, Choice Banded set. Assault Vested set, it doesn't matter. He's just a pain in the butt. Just a pain in the butt. So what we're gonna do is we have Chlorophyll. It doesn't really matter what ability we put here because we're most likely gonna be megaing it as soon as we get it out. Right? We're gonna be running Giga Drain for healing. It's also gonna be our stab. It's a great stab to have. 50% health is good. Now we're putting Synthesis on here, and I put Synthesis on there begrudgingly because a lot of the ORAS meta now has so much rain and sand and stuff, and Synthesis loses some of its value in rain and sand. Sun it's good, but rain and sand mostly it loses its value, and it's only there. It's kind of like a spot heal, like if you're gonna catch somebody using Protect, or trying to protect Wish Pass and stuff like that, or just protect Wish themselves. It's good just to catch a spot heal here and there, or you're gonna force a switch just to heal back up if you're low. And Giga Drain wouldn't do anything. So it's got its uses, but it's kind of one of those moves where you could do without it, you could have it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt either way. How do you feel about it, Drew?
I say you can either have that or Leech Seed.
It really is that. It's either one. I mean, Leech Seed does the same job. It's just, you got to stick the Leech Seed and they switch out and you lose it. But I mean, it's kind of the same thing because with so much weather in ORAS, it's kind of like, All right, our next move is going to be Sludge Bomb because me and Drew love our stabs. We love our stabs like we love our stabs for reasons, okay? And Sludge Bomb's a great stab to have anyway. So we got Giga Drain, Synthesis, and Sludge Bomb. Now, I wanted Leech Seed in this spot, but Drew made a very good argument, and I think we're going to do Hidden Power Fire. Now, the reason why is because A Ferrothorn would love to switch in on Mega Venusaur because it walls us. I mean, just walls us till next November, right? And with Hidden Power Fire, we can catch those Scissors. We can catch those Ferrothorns. We can catch, if they get brave, they want to throw out, what's his face, Bisharp. I mean, we can catch some steel Pokemon with some fire, which is what you want with all the steels running around. Now, the Eevee set on this is going to be really weird because we want it bulky, but I want to have it mixed bulk. Now, this may not be the most optimal way to run this, and I'm not going to lie, it may not. Hold on, let me put that 252. Okay? And if you guys have, a comment where you're like, well, that's kind of stupid, you're spreading your EVs too thin. I mean, put a comment in the video. Let me know that you think that I was being dumb. I won't take offense to it. And we want special attack, don't we? So we're going to make it modest. Or do you want to make it bold?
I think we should make it modest.
Modest? Okay, so catch those hits. Alright, get that. There you go.
Get a little bit of extra oomph out of it.
And get that negative to speed because that's quiet. What? We'll take away the attack. That's what it is. Man, I'm scrubbing today.
Such a scrub tuber.
I don't know what I'm doing today. Okay. So there we go. We got our Venusaur that we're going to name... We're going to name Plant Monster because that's a good name for a plant monster. All right.
Cabbage Patch. Come on, man.
I could have named it Cabbage Patch. Our next poke is going to be Arcanine. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk too long because I kind of talked in the Venusaur video about this, but this Pokemon is amazing. Just amazing, okay? What item do we want? I was thinking Rocky Helm.
Yeah, we slap it on with that helm.
Remember that Rocky Helm, because this is going to be our, you're going to laugh, it's actually going to be our defensive wall. Okay? Now, I always say that it's not an Arcanine unless it has extreme speed. Drew always says it's not an Arcanine unless it has Morning Sun.
Right?
The rest of the moves are negotiable. So what are we going to put in here, Drew?
We're going to put that Willow on there.
That Willow. Now, Drew, it sounds kind of funny, but I'm going to ask you, why would you put Willow on an Arcanine? Why would you put that Willow?
To eat hits better? Like, why not? They're going to switch into a physical type or, they switch into some kind of ground Pokemon. You slap it on with that Willow. You can take 2, 3, 4 Earthquakes, be fine.
And it's just Morning Sun. I mean, that's Murder, She Wrote. It really is. I mean, you Willow them. And because Arcanine's actually pretty fast, you can catch a lot of Pokemon with the Willow and lower the damage you're going to receive anyway. On top of the fact that if he came out and intimidated them, they're intimed. So, I mean, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? All right, what's our fourth move going to be, Drew? Because I run mine a little different. I usually run Flare Blitz, but you say you like to try like a little bit of a mix set, so I'm going to go ahead and try this out.
Well, I like to put Overheat or Flamethrower on that.
Overheat or Flamethrower? Which one do you think better, accuracy or power?
I think power.
Power's always a winner. Oh, Overheat. I'm sorry. I put Fire Blast like a goofball. There we go. Overheat. Now, what is our EV spread going to be on this? Because I don't really know. I usually run defensive and
252 defense, 252 HP. Positive defense, negative speed.
This is going to be fat. This is a fat Pokemon.
It's a fat dog.
Take it out to dinner.
It's been eating too many of them puffins.
Them Poffins, man. Them Poffins. That relaxed. Okay.
Slap 4 into special attack. That way that Overheat hits.
Oh, that +1 makes all the difference, man. That could be the difference between a death and not a death. All right. And, of course, my last Pokemon, because I'm real infamous for building cores that go, grass, water, fire, because they just give so much coverage to each other, especially when they're good Pokemon. So, my last Pokemon, and this is actually going to be like, what? But I like me some Keldeo.
Can you spell Keldeo? Like, what are you doing?
Spell? Which one? Resolute?
I don't know.
I actually don't know either.
This is regular Keldeo.
That's fine with me.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you even know how to Showdown? Like,
I don't even know how to... Dude, I actually forgot. I was like, wait, which one's Resolute? Which one's what? Don't you yell at me. Don't you raise your voice to me, okay? So, I actually don't really run Keldeo a lot, so I don't know what items to put on him. So, what do you usually put on him, Drew?
Slap it on with that Expert Belt.
Expert Belt. That sounds fun. Okay, Justified, of course. That's the only thing he can have. And what are his moves usually?
He's normally ran special.
Okay, so he's running Secret Sword, of course, obviously, because it's special. That's Scald, or you want Hydro?
We want Scald.
Okay. What else can we run?
Hidden Power, Flying, or Rock.
Ooh. This is where we disagree, because we both say they're both good, but I'm going to run Flying, because bulky grasses like to come in, and I don't like them. And then what's our last move, man?
We can slap it on with that Hydro Dump.
Hydro Pump for power?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hydro Pump. And since we're just going to be a fast sweeper, we just want all that. I know I just selected one. But it's pretty much what we wanted. We want that 252, that speed. We want to come out, hit hard, get out of there. So get all that power.
Put that 4 into HP.
That'll give us an odd. Oh, yeah, odd number for rocks. Okay, that's a very good point that should be made. When in doubt, always try to get that odd number. Or
not?
Not, yeah.
All right.
That's weird. Whatever. Anyway, you want to try to get that odd number because when you switch into rocks, the damage is calculated, and on odd numbers, it takes out even amount of HP by like the eighth, because it does like an eighth of your health or something like that whenever you switch into rocks, right? So what happens is if you switch into rocks and you have an uneven number, it gives you an extra chance to switch into rocks, which could be crucial in matches. I've seen matches won by 4 HP, so that 1 HP that gives you that odd number could be the difference between you switching into rocks and living, or you switching into rocks and your Pokemon dies. All right, now these are the choices and we're gonna name him Water Horse, and that's actually a joke that I read on this thing. It was these turtles right on the back of an alligator, and it was like something about. I ride you into battle, noble steed, and then the alligator was like, really? And the turtle's like, silence, Water Horse! And ever since then, every time I see Keldeo or like a horse, I'm always thinking like Water Horse. I don't know what it is, man. I'm nerdy. It's cool. All right, Drew. So what's one of your first picks?
Our first one's going to be able to lead Pokemon, which is going to be Young Mew.
Young Mew. Now, a lot of people be like, Mew's got some balanced stats, though. What could you possibly do with a Mew?
Could do everything.
Mew is such an amazing Pokemon that you can't even begin to fathom what it's about to do. And since this is a Drew Mew, it's blue. Oh, yeah. Alright, so what is the item we're going to be running on this Mew?
Let's slap it on with some lefties.
Lefties. Alright, he wants to eat all the lefties.
It's leftovers, not lefties. What are you doing?
Shh.
Young Mew.
Alright, and the move set, what are we running? Because
Mew's
got so many different moves he can learn.
Stealth Rock, Taunt, Knock Off, and Explosion. We coming in there, taunting the rocker, throwing up our own rocks, knocking off whatever once it gets switched in, and just exploding on something.
And now, okay, I have to say this because when somebody first told me to put Explosion on a Mew, I was like, that's stupid. But after thinking about it, it's not so stupid. Let's say your Mew gets worn down. Your Mew's ready to go, right? I mean, knockoff isn't really going to get much residual damage after you've knocked off the item. And nothing else on this set really can do anything. And it's pretty much a suicide lead, so why not go out with a bang? I mean, it speaks to reason.
And it's going to be Jolly, 252 speed.
4 in defense or 4 in HP?
It's going to be 4 in defense and then 252 in HP.
Oh, 252 in HP?
Yeah, you want to live that Scarf Landers lead. That
Gotcha.
U-turn.
So you're taking it out of the attack and putting it into the HP, which is good. Still odd EHP. AHP. Alright, got that young Mew built. Alright, what's your next Pokemon?
Be that Bisharp.
Bisharp. Now, I love Bisharp and I hate Bisharp at the same time. Because it feels like Bisharp is amazing, and then some games, like, it feels like Bisharp doesn't make an impact in it. And people are going to be like, what do you mean Bisharp doesn't make an impact? It has Defiant and so much power. And let me explain to you why. Bisharp comes in, and of course, because, Bisharp's pretty slow, you're going to be outsped, so you go for that Sucker Punch because you're going to die otherwise. And they just run you out of Sucker Punches. Or you go for the hit, and you get the hit, and then they smash you with, like, a Fire move or an Earth move, and it's just like, well, I'm done. Or you get a beautiful little Gengar that switches in and just fires a Focus Blast and hits, and in your toes because it's ×4 weakness. So, like, he has an impact, but I feel like if you don't get him out early enough for him to make his board presence known, it's worthless. It's just a waste of time. But he is a good Pokemon.
I think it's just nice to jump in and Pursuit Trap them Lati Twins.
That's what his job really becomes. He's kind of like T-Tar, and everyone's like, oh, T-Tar's so great, T-Tar's this. And I was like, T-Tar's just like Bisharp. Bisharp is weak to, like, so many of the major, Fire, Fighting, and Earth. That's like 90% of the meta. They can even learn, most of the meta has HP Fire just sitting on back, like, what up, dog? And then you got Tyranitar, which is a separate issue. But Tyranitar, that's weak to, like, 90% of the meta, because he loves to get hit by Steel and Fighting and everything that looks the wrong way, and Water, and getting called names and being electrocuted. He does not have a good time at all. So, he's a good Pokemon, but I feel like sometimes he doesn't make an impact if you don't let him make an impact, if that makes any sense.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, you need to stop talking shit about young Reptar.
Alright. So what are we going to put on this Bisharp?
Put a Life Orb on him.
Life Orb, because L-O is love. And by the way, this guy's name is... I can't spell. You're going to learn that I can't spell, guys. That's what you're going to learn from this. Alright, what is the move going to be?
Of course, it would be Pursuit.
Pursuit, because we want to trap them Lati Twins. And also catch any other psychic Pokemon that want to be like coming in and coming out, like our old friend Espeon that wants to Magic Bounce and then roll out.
Right.
What else we got?
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Now, Drew, why are we going to run 2 dark moves? That just seems like a waste of time.
One's priority, one kind of traps the person.
See? Sometimes it's okay, because I had some guy yell at me. He was like, how dare you put Pursuit on a thing? You have Sucker Punch. And I was like, because I need them for 2 totally different things, God. What's wrong with you people? All right. What else are we putting on here?
I'm going to catch him with an Iron Head.
Oof. So we're going for the stabs. And 30% chance to flinch, nothing to scoff at. That flinch can mean the difference between somebody getting a heal up and staying at, or, somebody getting a heal up and going to full health, or staying at low health and being, within range to be sucker punched.
Then Low Sweep.
Low Sweep. I'll tell you what. When they gave Low Sweep to the tutors, is it Low Sweep or Low Kick that's in tutors?
I think it's Low Kick, actually.
Okay. Alright, regardless, Low Sweep's good too. Low Kick's just as good, but it's better on heavier stuff, but Low Sweep's good, and it lowers the speed, which lets you catch up. If you get something fast, and you want to, you can't get that Thunder Wave to weaken them or something like that, it's great to Low Sweep them and drop that speed to slow them down. Okay, what's the spread we're going to run here?
We're running, of course, that 252 attack.
Mm-hmm. That 252.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm going to say 100, 115 defense.
100.
And then the rest in HP.
Now, Drew, why no speed? Do you think it's worth speed creeping at a 70, base speed?
No, I don't think it's worth it. And if you want to try, you can always get a couple low sweeps off, lower their speed, and catch them with some Iron Heads.
See? Like, most people will be like, oh, you gotta run speed, but there's not a lot you're gonna speed creep on or beat at a base, 70 speed invested, You're not really gonna be catching anything that you majorly need to kill, so the speed is, the EVs are better placed somewhere else.
Like,
okay, what's
what are you
nature?
gonna outspeed? What are you gonna outspeed? Azumarill? Like, they're gonna stay in on you? Come on.
So I feel the speed's wasted. He's right. I feel the speed is way wasted. All right, what's the nature we're gonna run?
Make him Adamant.
Adamant, because we like that attack. We don't need that special attack.
Make sure that
All right.
Latios dies.
And our last one.
To be nice and Latios.
Of course. Because you can't have a team without Latios. It just
on.
doesn't seem right. All right. What's she going to be running?
Choice Scarf.
The Choice Scarf. Now, Drew, why would you run Choice Scarf on this Pokemon? This Pokemon is extremely fast. That just seems like a waste of time.
To trick it on to somebody.
Oh, snap. Are we being sneaky now? Are we learning something? Are
We're
we
being
becoming
sneaky.
sneaky? Alright, so our first move obviously is going to be Trick. Now, I have personally had this Latias trick a scarf onto my beautiful Slowbro named Bromance, who is just a great tank. He just, I mean, Regenerator comes in, eats the hits, slacks off, throws a few Scald Burns here and there, pairs whatever he needs to, and then rolls out, with Regenerator. He tricked me with the with that Choice Scarf, and it crippled me because I had to choose if I wanted to heal my health, if I wanted to paralyze, or if I wanted to fire Scalds, And sometimes you need the ability to change between those abilities, and being tricked a Scarf is just detrimental. And yeah, what if you get tricked something stupid onto your Latias? I mean, that comes to the territory, but usually Latias tricks it, and then she can go out and trick again, and trick whatever. Like say she got something crappy, trick it onto something to trap him. Let's say she got a Choice Band, right? Then go trick it on another Pokemon that obviously needs to be able to switch between moves, so it doesn't have that. So he's forced to switch and then get whatever they had.
This is good for any defensive core. They switch in their Chansey, you taking away that Eviolite. They switch in
that Eviolite.
They put in the Ferrothorn, you're taking away the Rocky Helmet or the Assault Vest or whatever they have on there. I haven't seen a Assault Vest Ferrothorn since 5th gen, but
this is true. Sets you don't see anymore. But then again, I am running a Choice Scarf Heatran. That hasn't been seen in a while.
True.
All right. So what's our next move, Drew?
I'm gonna throw in a young Draco.
That Draco Meteor. Now, this is going to be, I believe, if I remember what Drew said, this is going to be our only stab on this, Latias. Now, it's kind of weird because most people are like, oh, we're going to run dual stabs, but it all makes sense here in a second. Okay, now, Drew, what's the next move we're going to run?
I'm going to be running Defog.
Defog, because rocks and hazards like them sticky webs are nasty. We don't want sticky webs. We want them away.
This team don't like webs. No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Don't like webs. All right, what else are we running?
We're going to be running HP Fire.
HP Fire. Now, you may be thinking we've run HP Fire on like 5 pokes, right? And we did. We really did. So I feel like we don't need any here anymore. So I'm going to renege and go ahead and put Leech Seed because I feel like we got way too much fire going on.
Well,
but anyway,
why don't we put HP Ice on that Venusaur?
That is nice too. We can put HP Ice. That'd be nice. Something different. Something they wouldn't
that
expect.
Lando that wants to come in.
Yeah, that is true because Lando can't really do anything to Venusaur. That's a good thing. He's gonna run away, but I mean, just in case he's stupid and stays, we can hit him with that HP Ice or catch another Pokemon with HP Ice.
True.
Not bad. All right. What's our EV spread gonna be, ma'am? Because I think we're running this one a little bit different. We're running her bulky, aren't we?
I was thinking the normal, just timid set.
Okay, well we can run a timid set. That's fine.
That way you can possibly outspeed the wall you just Choice Scarfed.
Okay. Only thing is we really don't have a special wall on this team, so we might want to think about switching up Venusaur just a little bit, like dipping some EVs out of this. We'll put it like 56 here. That'll give us the 110. That's not bad. And we'll put the other 44 here. So that's 130. That's pretty respectable special defense. That's pretty respectable. We can switch in and have a couple hits. That's 145 as a defense, and this guy kills defense. So. Yeah, that's a respectable defense. We can work with that. We're working with it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the EVs where?
252 special attack, 252 speed. Just nice and special sweeper.
Okay, and our last 4 are gonna go
nice and HP.
All right, boom.
No.
We broke our own rule. We broke our own rule. We broke the 4th law. We'll just put it in special defense.
Yeah.
Okay. And our Latias is gonna be named. What should we name her?
I have no idea.
Sexy Can I? Ray J would be proud.
You should name it not Latios.
There we go. All right, so there you have it. We have Plant Monster, the Venusaur. He's going to be our Mega of this team. Balkanine, because Balkanine is power. The Water Horse. Young Mew. The Red Ranger. And, of course, not Latios. And, of course, this is our Mega. We got our defensive wall. Our offense, our special attacker. Another special attacker. We got a physical attacker and a trapper, and of course our suicide lead. All right, this is gonna be pretty much the end of the team builder session. Drew, is there anything else you want to say?
Nah, I think that's all.
You think we got it all? Think we bothered them enough? All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna wrap it up for this episode. If you want to smash that like button for us, we'd greatly appreciate it. It would help us out a lot, help build our community, our fan base. Okay. Remember to like us on Google+, follow us on Twitter, and remember to tell them GG after every game. For Geeky Guys Gaming, I'm Geeky Jace.
I'm Geeky Drew.
Have a wonderful day.